Hi, Emma here. Welcome back to my daily yoga practice. I took a little bit of an unintended hiatus during the holiday season. Everybody was sick. I couldn't get a moment. It's okay. We're here now. No problem. So when you're ready to join me for a New Year's Eve vinyasa, join me on your mat in a comfortable seated position. Let your hands just rest on your knees. Close your eyes and take a breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Beautiful. Give your upper body a wiggle, maybe in a wave-like motion, your head being that crashing wave on top. As you feel into your body, notice your sit bones on the earth, grounding you down. Beautiful. With an inhale, lift your arms up overhead and exhale your hands to heart center. Let your gaze follow your fingertips and feel a gentle stretch in the back of your neck. With your inhale, lift both arms up overhead again. With your exhale, bring your right arm down. Creep those fingers out just a little bit further so you start to lean, and then bend through that right elbow as you find a nice side body stretch through the left side body. Take a breath here. With your inhale, rise all the way back up. Right hand meets left overhead. With your exhale, left arm comes down now. Creep those fingertips just a bit further out. Bend through the left elbow as your right arm reaches overhead, stretching through that right side body. You may notice a hole in my armpit in my shirt, but this is my favorite wool sweater that a dear friend gave to me. With your inhale, rise back up. Exhale the palms to heart center. And my dog years ago chewed on it, and I'm not getting rid of it. When you're ready, flow through to table. Just move over those knees. Find yourself in table. Give yourself a wiggle. Take a moment to make sure hips are right over your knees, hands just under your shoulders, or maybe even just a little bit in front. Beautiful. Take those hips now for really big circles, like you're mixing something with an imaginary spoon attached to your belly button. Feeling into the sides and the outsides of those hips. Nice. Making sure to breathe here. And then pause as your hips back, and then take your hips in the other direction. One way may feel a little bit funny or less than smooth, but that's okay. We're stirring this batter. Pausing again, pressing yourself back to child's pose. And use your gaze to look forward at your hands. Make sure that your fingers are spread as wide as they can before you rest your head down. Nice. Maybe creep those fingers a little bit forward, finding that stretch through the lower arms. Nice. With an inhale, move back to table. Exhale, coming into cat, pressing that spine up, pressing those hands into the earth. Inhale, dropping the belly, find cow. Maybe lift the gaze. Exhale, back to cat. Inhale, find that cow. Exhale, cat one more time. Inhale, cow one more time. Come back to your neutral table, straightening that spine. Press back to child's pose again. Take a breath here. With your inhale, rise back up to table. With your exhale, bend through the elbows, lowering your heart towards the earth. Maybe your chin touches the mat as you look forward. Inhale, press back up to table. Exhale, press back to child's pose. Inhale, rise back up to table. Exhale, bend the elbows. Heart moves towards the earth. Maybe your chin comes to the earth. Inhale, press back up to table. Exhale, back to child's. One more time with that little flow. Inhale, up to table. Exhale, lower that heart towards the earth. Inhale, press back up to table. Exhale, press back to your child's pose. Beautiful. Rising back up to table now. Tuck those toes under to send the hips up and back, coming into your first down dog. Okay, definitely feel free to walk out your dog, alternating which knee is bent as you send opposite heels to the floor. Feel that gentle stretch to the back of the calves. Maybe take a moment to rise up on both sets of toes, feeling the stretch on the bottoms of your feet through the backs of your legs. And then settle into your down dog as your heels move towards the earth. Legs are active, hands are really pressing into the mat. Taking a breath here. Beautiful. Take a walk just to the front of your mat to come into bent knee forward fold, feet about hip distance apart. Let that head be heavy. And with your inhale, bend through the knees, rise all the way into your tall mountain, arms up overhead. Exhale the hands to heart center. Beautiful. We'll get moving now. Inhale those arms up overhead and come right back down into that forward fold, bending the knees as much as you'd like. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, coming back into the fold. Inhale, rise all the way back to tall mountain, and exhale, send yourself right back down into the forward fold. Inhale, halfway lifting. Exhale, forward fold. Feel the backs of the legs stretching now. Step the left foot back and rise into your warrior two. Your right arm is forward, left arm behind, gazing out just over those right fingertips. Now, in this first warrior two, feel free to check in with your surfer warrior, maybe bending through that knee, straightening a little bit as you settle in, and then find stillness. We'll take a breath here. Inhale. Exhale, think about letting those shoulders drop. Beautiful. With your next inhale, cartwheel those hands back to the mat. Step the right foot back to meet the left, and pause here in plank. Beautiful. We'll take a breath. Check in with your hands. Make sure your fingertips are wide apart from each other. Check in with your legs. Make sure they're active. You're sending energy out through your heels as though they were moving towards the earth too. With your inhale, drop the knees, coming back to table. Exhale, bend through the elbows, bringing the heart towards the earth. Inhale, back up through table. Exhale, press back into that down dog. Very nice. Take a breath here. Settle in. Take an inhale. And with your exhale, just step that left foot forward, coming up into your warrior two on the other side. Again, feel free to tap into your surfer warrior dude as you settle in, then find stillness. With your inhale, think about lifting the crown of your head. Exhale, settle in. Those shoulders drop away from the ears. With your next inhale, cartwheel the hands back to the earth. Step the right foot forward to meet the left, coming into your forward fold. With your inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale the hands to heart center. Beautiful. We're going to keep on moving here. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, come back to that forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step your right foot back this time, not quite as far. We're going to rise into warrior two. With your inhale, sweep those arms up overhead. Raise your gaze and activate those arms and the hands as though you were holding a heavy ball overhead and you're looking up towards it. We'll pause here for an inhale and an exhale. With your next inhale, can you reach just a little bit higher? Exhale, sweep the hands down. Step the left foot back to meet the right. Find your plank. You may have to adjust with your right foot as well to find the length of your plank. Pause here for a breath. Check in with your body. Make sure everything is active here. Then with your next inhale, lower the knees to the earth. Exhale, bend the elbows, chin comes toward the earth, heart comes towards the earth. Inhale, back up to table. Exhale, but send your hips up and back, finding your down dog. Pausing here for a breath. Then take an inhale. And with your exhale, step the right foot forward, coming into warrior two on the other side. So with your inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. And again, let the gaze follow. Really activate the arms here, activate the legs. Pretend you're holding something really heavy above you and you're watching it to make sure it doesn't come down. With your next inhale, can you reach just a little bit higher? Exhale, sweep the hands down, so left foot forward to meet the right, and come into that forward fold. With your inhale, bend through the knees, rising all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Step your right foot back now to come to your wide-legged stance on your mat. Your feet will be parallel with each other and with the short ends of your mat, toes facing the long ends of your mat. Bring your hands to your hips. Check in with your hips here. Make sure they're just under your shoulders. Sometimes you need to bring your hips in just a little bit. Move your hips forward. So with your inhale, again, create length in that spine. Think about raising your head up, Shoulders relax down. And with your exhale, lower yourself halfway. We're going to defy physics here for an inhale, staying here. With your exhale, let your hands come to the earth. Drop that head. Find your wide-legged forward fold. Maybe your hands reach for your ankles. Maybe you need to adjust your stance. That's okay, wherever you are today. Find your forward fold. And in this fold, really let those muscles relax. Maybe the elbows drop in towards your toes. Feel your head being so heavy. Your spine length is increasing. Your muscles are letting go, as well as feeling the stretch through the backs of your legs. Activate those kneecaps, bringing them up, keeping really active legs, planting those feet into the earth. Return your hands to the earth under your heart, and with an inhale, press your hands into the earth to lift halfway. Bring your hands to the hips, and with your next inhale, rise all the way up. Slowly here, pausing for re-equilibrating your body. Bend the knees, hop your feet together, and then just take yourself for a march to the front of the mat. Beautiful. With your inhale, raise your arms up overhead. Find your tall mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward folding. Step your left foot back, then your right to find your plank. Pause here for a breath. Lower those knees to the earth. Sit your hips back as you walk your hands back, and then just swing your legs around so they're out in front of you. Give your knees a little wiggle here. And then hands under the knees. Bring both heels in as your knees widen and open. Bring the hands to your ankles. Elbows will tuck in to your inner thighs. And again, with your inhale, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, fold your heart towards your feet, but only as far as you can keep your back straight. So your gaze will be looking maybe 1.5 feet or 2 feet in front of your toes. Keep your head up, extending long and straight through that spine. With your inhale, just let your body rise a little bit as it naturally wants to. With your exhale, notice how you can fold just a little bit more. So we're making this very still pose a little more dynamic. Use your breath here. Breathe into those inner thighs. One more full breath here. And then with your inhale, press your hands into your ankles gently to rise. Bring your hands to the outsides of your knees. Bring your knees together. Adjust yourself on your mat as you need to in order to lay yourself all the way down and hug the knees in. Just let your hands rest gently on the knees. Notice the very bottom of your lower back come up off of the earth. And we'll stay here for a few breaths as you notice that back just let go. Nice. Things take time sometimes in yoga, especially, and in life. Letting go of your knees, keeping the knees tucked in. Just let your knees fall together to the left. Hands can come to your belly or rest beside you, wherever is comfortable. Feeling that gentle twist. Try to keep your shoulders down on the earth here. With an inhale, use your hands to help your legs tuck back into your chest as you roll onto the full side of your back. And then let the knees fall to the right. Again, your hands can rest on your belly, beside you, wherever they're comfortable. You can even extend them long to the sides. With your inhale, bring those knees back in. Take the hands behind the knees. Use your feet to help yourself find a rock front to back. Giving yourself your last poor man's massage of 2019. If you're watching this in 2020, maybe it's your first or 70th poor man's massage of 2020. Wherever you are, that's okay with me. And then when you're ready, use your momentum to roll back up to a comfortable seated position. And we'll pause here. Let your hands rest on your knees. Take an inhale and exhale. Let it go. Beautiful. Bring your hands to heart center and rub your hands together. Create a little bit of heat in your hands. You can rub them fast, you can rub them slow. Rub them at your own pace. And then once you've created that heat in your hands, separate your hands and bring your hands gently to your eyes. Gently close your eyes and feel that heat transferring from your hands to your eyes. Take a breath and allow that heat to help you relax, to help your eyes rest. To help you bring peace and rest to anything in your mind or heart that may need it. Just let your breath come and go naturally here. Your fingertips can gently wrap around the front of your face and the top of your head. Nice. Take one more breath here. And then gently remove your hands from your eyes. Return your hands to heart center. And thank yourself for making time for this short practice today. The light and the love in me honors the light and the love in each of you. Namaste and Happy New Year.